What's up guys, Brian Fanzo here. I've actually been working from home more than I've actually worked in an office. And I've done it for a government contracting enterprise company, a booming startup, and then for myself for the last 5 years. And for me, working from home is no easy task, or even being a digital nomad working from anywhere. But I also feel there's things that you can do to not only maximize your success from working from home, but also take advantage of a lot of the things that working from home allows us to do. And I think this is where a lot of people make those mistakes where they haven't figured out how to make this work, but at the same time they're not reaping the benefits that exist from being able to work from home, including being able to kind of set up your own home office here like I have going on. So I'm going to talk to you guys about 5 key things that I believe are required to make this working from home, working from anywhere, digital nomad, whatever buzzword you want to put on it, successful for not only yourself, but your business and your personal life. Let's do this. So one of the perks from working from home or working from anywhere is, well, you get to work from anywhere. I mean, you can work from your house like I'm doing right now, but you can literally work from anywhere. But that also means it takes some motivation to get, well, out of bed into an office or into where you're working. And what I've found, yes, it's great to be able to work from anywhere. Yes, it's great to be able to sit on the couch and work. But I found one of the most important things for me is having a dedicated space for me to not only do my work, but for me to feel that kind of escape. Because I can tell you, one of the things that you'll notice as you start working from home the first time is that you feel like you're home all the time, and you kind of almost get claustrophobic in your own home, and that's not something you want to do. And so one of the things I definitely recommend is setting up kind of a home office, however it may be. Now, mine's not clean because I read some blog post that said people that have a messy desk are successful, and it was probably written by someone that has a messy desk, but I digress. One of the tips I definitely make sure that you check out or you invest in is setting yourself up for success by having a dedicated workspace in your own space, even if you plan on working from the coffee shop or while you're traveling. Now, you're going to hear lots of people talk about the importance of collaboration. And actually, I think collaboration is essential. It's actually one of the biggest success points for me. But here's the thing. When you're working from home, or even if you're an entrepreneur or not an entrepreneur and you're working from home, collaborating or joining groups can get, well, overwhelming. I remember how overwhelming it was for me. And what I began doing was listening to all these self-help books, and I started being told that I needed to do all of these different things. I needed to start writing down notes. I needed to have my 5-minute journal. And here's the thing, what I kind of discovered is that you have to be self-aware. And that means being self-aware of new skills or new lack there skills of, and then, or even just kind of invest in self-discovery. For me, I use a GoPro, and I actually do time lapse, or actually sometimes regular video of me working for an entire day. And sometimes I'll do 3 days in a row. Or I will try to document different processes that I've done, right? Like, how long do I check email? So as I'm checking email, I write down the time, and then I write down the time when I stop. And I try to just document all of these things to understand, where am I spending my time? Where are things going? Because when you're working from home, time can just disappear. It also can crawl by, but it can disappear. And sometimes you'll feel like you'll be missing the idea of accomplishment because there's no one there to kind of support you. There's no one there to tell you you're doing a great job. So I agree, finding people to collaborate, people to collaborate offline with, or even join Facebook groups with, or what I did was I found a group of speakers that were all professional speakers called Speak and Spill. And it was a group that I found through another speaker on a Facebook group that we've now done 5 meetups in a row. I'm heading to Toronto again to meet with them. But I can tell you the key to finding the right people to surround yourself with when you're working from home is self-awareness, because you need to know what you don't know. You need to know what you're not very good at, and then surround yourself with people that are good at the things that you are not good at, or the things that you want to remove from your workflow. Definitely important when you're trying to do this crazy work from home life. Because there are many traps that you can get into. I mean, I'm talking all kinds of traps. One of the biggest traps you can get into working from home is really just hey, I'm home, I might as well do laundry. I might as well, get the things done around my house, or even, hey, I'm gonna mix my priorities by doing, even taking out the trash. Now, taking out the trash, at least I'm getting outside. But one of my tricks when it comes to doing things around the house is having that balance. having it important there. But here's my trick, is that I actually set a timer. If I'm gonna do something outside of what I plan on doing for work, I set a timer so that I know that I don't spend too much time going down a rabbit hole that leads to, taking the trash out, and then it's a nice sunny day, and then all of a sudden I waste 3 hours. So keep that in mind. Since we're outside, I guess I'll get into, number 4. And this is an important one, especially if you have a spouse or a partner that doesn't work from home. You need to get out, because when they come home from work, the last thing they want to do is go back out. They want to be home, but you've been home all day. So I definitely suggest getting out, enjoying the beautiful, scenery. But even more important for me is actually getting out and doing this. Yes, eating out. That's what's important. And for me, I don't just eat out every day or every afternoon. I actually incentivize myself. I give myself a morning checklist for lunch and say, if I get these checklists done, I can go out to eat. But not only going out to eat, because a lot of times I used to go out, get my food, and bring it home. For me, it's important to go out and just kind of be around people, be in the atmosphere, and it just kind of gets you out of that block of that claustrophobic feeling of being home. It also, the drive, you get to think and brainstorm. It's amazing. My productivity is drastically increases when I spend a half hour out eating, a yummy burrito like I am right now at Cafe Rio, driving home with some ideas, and then jumping back into work. It's all about figuring out how to motivate yourself and inspire yourself, but also reward yourself. Because let's face it, most of the time you're just a team of one, and you gotta find ways to do that. All right, last, definitely not least, you've figured out how to own your own dedicated workspace. You've understand the importance of self-awareness and self-discovery. You're starting to manage your time. You figure out that you need to put a timer when you're doing things around the house, from dishes to laundry or things that are laying around. You're getting outside, you're eating out. You're kind of maximizing all of the benefits that happen to do with this idea of the freedom of working from anywhere, working from home. But here's something that I think we all have to embrace in this lifestyle, is that you have to understand when you work best and maximize those opportunities. Last night I was up between 9 p.m. and 1 a.m. working on a bunch of content that I needed to create, because I've figured out that I am most productive during those hours. I have actually learned to do the task I hate when I'm the most excited, which is in the morning, so I do email during those times. But I've also realized that I'm not very good or not very productive during the hours of 1 to 4 p.m. So at 1 to 4 p.m., sometimes I just take a nap. Watch TV. Because here's the thing. Who said 9 to 5 is when we're most productive? It was based on electricity back in the day. Figuring out when you're most productive, shifting your mindset and your goals to allow yourself to work when you're most productive, and then do other things during those other times, is the secret to making this all work.